We're following breaking news right now. The U.S. House of Representatives getting ready to vote on the 2 articles of impeachment against President Donald Trump. Those 2 articles include abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Now, this vote is likely to pass here as it is likely to fall along party lines. And of course, the Democrats have the majority in the House of Representatives. Now, once those votes are made and if it passes, the impeachment inquiry will head over and the president will be impeached. He will be heading over to the Senate where there will be a trial in the Senate. So, of course, this is happening right now. You can watch it on the air on WTOL 11 right now. We'll continue to keep you updated on what's happening throughout this newscast here that we're streaming for you on Facebook and throughout the course of the day as updates come in. But right now, we want to get a check of your first alert forecast with Brian Weekman.
Yeah, after a very busy morning, Amanda, where we had those snow squalls, snow bursts coming through the area that dropped a fresh coating of snow on the ground, a much quieter afternoon. We've had some sunshine peek out here in Toledo. Still some light snow showers to the west of town, but here's the scene right now on a frigid December day. You can see the snow still laying on the grass. Not quite enough in most spots to cover the ground, but 22 degrees. Probably the coldest day. I can tell you it is going to be the coldest day that we have for our entire 10-day forecast. A northwest wind at 15 miles per hour really adding a bite to the air. Let's look at our hour-by-hour forecast now. And again, there's not much improvement the rest of this afternoon. We're basically stuck in the lower 20s. And once that sun starts to go down with clear skies, it will be downright cold tonight with lows in the teens. This is rock bottom. We're going to talk about where we go from here to Christmas coming up in my 10-day forecast.
All right, Ryan, thank you so much. And again, thank you for joining us here on our special broadcast that we're streaming for you on Facebook right now. We want to bring you up to speed about what's happening in Washington, D.C. right now. Again, breaking news, the House of Representatives getting ready to vote on articles of impeachment against President Donald Trump. We'll continue to keep you updated on how that vote goes. Those votes are expected to be in favor of impeachment as the votes are likely to fall along party lines with the Democrats holding a majority. Again, we'll keep you updated on how the votes go throughout the course of this newscast. And you can also watch what's happening in Washington, D.C. right now on WTOL 11. And back to our news of the day, I-75 in Monroe is finally moving again after a crash brought traffic to a halt in the northbound lanes for hours this morning. WTOL 11's Ariel Onstadt was stuck in the traffic jam for 4 hours. She has a look at the conditions as the road reopened.
We're beginning to have movement on northbound I-75 again after a nasty crash shut down the interstate for hours this morning. We were out here since 6:30, and let me tell you, we were just stuck. It was a parking lot for at least 3.5 hours that we have been sitting here. So we know that a nasty crash involved a semi before 6 this morning, and we also saw lots of people trying to get across, trying to get over to the exits to be able to get off. At one point in time, Google Maps showed that traffic was backed all the way up to the Ohio state line. Multiple people having to take other detours this morning to avoid this crash. We were also talking with people on Facebook who were telling us that they did not plan for this. They didn't have a lot of gas in their car, and they had to make some unscheduled pit stops to go to the bathroom because this just was not a part of their morning plans. But as you can see right now, traffic is flowing again, so we are moving, and we hope that that will continue. But again, this nasty crash shut down a lot of traffic for much of this morning. WTOL will continue to keep you updated if there are any changes. Reporting, I'm Ariel Onstadt, WTOL 11.
New at noon, a Perrysburg teen who admitted to stabbing another teen to death has been indicted on an aggravated murder charge. Court documents show 16-year-old Tyler Miller used a kitchen knife to stab 19-year-old Amoni Irvin at least 5 times because Irvin shorted him twice with marijuana. Well, staff also say they overheard Miller threatening to kill a witness in the case while he was in juvenile detention. Miller will be tried as an adult. Toledo police are investigating an overnight shooting into a home that sent one person to the hospital. It happened just before 2 this morning in the 3500 block of Twining Street in North Toledo. Police tell us that they got a call of someone firing shots into a home. While crews arrived, they found one person hurt. Police won't say if the person was actually shot or suffered some other injury. No arrests have been made. The shooting remains under investigation. A new warning this afternoon, scammers using the Lenawee County Health Department's phone number. Authorities asking you to just hang up if you get one of these bogus calls. If you're not sure, call the sheriff's office and ask to talk to a deputy, press 0 and ask to speak with an officer. Lawmakers in Michigan have filed a lawsuit against 4 companies alleging that they deliberately contributed to Michigan's opioid epidemic. Governor Gretchen Whitmer said the lawsuit is a critical step in the fight against the opioid epidemic. The companies named listed in the suit include AmerisourceBergen, Bergen, Cardinal Health, McKesson, and Walgreens. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services wants to ensure those companies are held accountable, and they need to ensure the resources are in the state to fight the epidemic.
And will be crucial to us reaching our goal of 50% fewer deaths in the next 5 years. There's more work to do. Work to ensure everyone has access to treatment and pathways to recovery. Work to help families of those struggling with opioid use disorder. And there's more work to do, but this is a crucial step in the right direction.
Michigan is the 49th state to file legal action against the opioid industry. Only Nebraska hasn't. A group of U.S. senators is asking OxyContin maker Purdue Pharma not to award its CEO a bonus next year. The 11 senators are all Democrats and include 4 who are running for president. They say that the drug maker is more interested in selling drugs than in boosting public health. Purdue says an incentive is needed for the CEO to guide the company through bankruptcy as it tries to resolve more than 2,000 lawsuits over the nation's deadly opioid crisis. Back here at home, a very special day for dozens of children and first responders as they came together to celebrate and prepare for the holidays. Amy Steigerwald reports on the 12 Kids of Christmas.
We are at Meyer for the 12 Kids of Christmas event, and I am here with its original creator. Tell us a little bit about what this is and why you wanted to start it.
This is the 12 Kids of Christmas, where we try to aim for about 200 children to come out and shop with police officers, military members. I created this just to, you always had a Christmas growing up, and these kids don't, and we're able to give that to them this year, and we're able to bring them around more of the community, more of the officers and military members. It's just a great event to have.
Absolutely, and talk a little bit about how this builds relationships between law enforcement members and many of these families.
Well, for a lot, especially on the law enforcement side, when they see us, a lot of the times it's us actually taking the children out of the home and that kind of interaction. So now they get to see the other side, the side that we like to portray, where we get to help, and where we're normal people. We have families, we have, loved ones that we don't always get to show that side when we're at work, and here we can kind of relax a little bit and let them see that.
Awesome. Well, we're going to have a full recap of this coming up tonight. We'll speak with some of the officers and members of law enforcement who partook in this event today, and you'll see some of those awesome kid reactions as well. Reporting, Amy Steigerwald, WTOL 11.
Well, there will be turkey on the table for thousands of local families this holiday season. More than 400 turkeys will be given out today to more than a dozen community-based organizations in the Toledo area. This is part of Buckeye Health Plan's Operation Feed the Hungry. Those organizations will then give the food to Toledo families in need. Operation Feed the Hungry has been feeding many families for the past 9 years.
It's just our way to get back. Buckeye's vision is to transform the health of the community one person at a time. So if we're able to provide a piece of meal for a holiday meal, then that helps us fulfill that vision.
This donation will total more than 37,000 pounds of food to help feed the hungry this holiday season. In Lucas County, more than 76,000 people struggle with food insecurity. Police continue their desperate search for a 14-year-old boy they say is responsible for the stabbing death of a Bernard College student. Plus, what motivated a 16-year-old girl to stage this kidnapping in front of her mother? Those stories and more coming up next. Firefighters in Australia are battling more than 100 fires across New South Wales today. Right now, more than half of the state's blazes haven't been contained. Since November, the brush fires have killed at least 4 people and burned around 2.5 million acres. Today has been Australia's hottest day on record, and temperatures are expected to soar even higher as heat wave conditions embrace most of the country. New information about the suspects in the death of a college student stabbed and killed near Barnard College's campus in New York City. Police still searching for a 14-year-old suspect in connection with the death of freshman Tessa Majors. Police say he ran from a car when he was being taken in for police questioning Monday. The fact he's still out there has the Barnard community on edge.
It's not right that he's freely out in the street when this young lady lost her life.
Another suspect, a 13-year-old, has been charged with felony murder. A detective testified yesterday the boy watched as 2 friends grabbed Majors and put her in a chokehold. Surveillance video shows the 13-year-old never touched Majors. An update on that deadly cruise ship accident involving a toddler. The grandfather charged in the death of his granddaughter has been offered a plea deal. Puerto Rico officials say the deal with Salvatore Anello would require him to plead guilty to negligent homicide. Anello was with his granddaughter when she fell from an open window on the Royal Caribbean cruise ship in July. Anello says he does not want to enter the deal. The family is blaming Royal Caribbean for the accident. Well, it turns out the shocking video that captivated the country of a teen being kidnapped is fake. The girl was walking with her mother in the Bronx when you could see 4 men in a car pull up, grab the teen, and take off. Well, the 16-year-old returned to her mother 15 hours later and reunited with her family. She confessed that she wanted to get away from her family. Police didn't charge her, but they are looking into 4 men from the video. A man out to explore nature got more than he bargained for with a visit from an unexpected guest. Look at this. A bear became fascinated with his dog and went for a closer look. You could see the bear pawing at the windshield while the dog and driver stayed very calm. Wildlife experts say the bear was either fearless or hungry. The damage to the car was minor and the encounter was well worth it, I guess. I don't know, a little scary for me, Ryan.
I could name a few reasons why that bear was interested in the dog.
I think hungry. I'm going to go with hungry.
Yeah. Keep that dog on a leash.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we've cleared up here our radar from this morning.
Are you sad the snow's done with this week?
Oh, no, I'm good.
I know you're heartbroken. Yeah.
Sad.
Snow over with for today and the rest of this week. We'll talk the latest white Christmas chances right after this. Stay with us right here. All right, glad to have you along with us here, whether you're watching maybe on your computer, smartphone, tablet, doing this Facebook Live noon broadcast for today. Again, if you're interested in all that impeachment over on WTOL 11 right now. One thing to know for the forecast today, it's going to be cold, staying in the 20s. No sort of warm up today. Tried to go with that theme of the blue with the bow tie for today. Yeah, a little bit on the cold side for us here. Things, though, going to make a turn as we go into the 10-day forecast. Still some snow on the ground from this early morning snow burst that we had coming on through. And if you were out there when it happened, we told it was going to come down real fast for a short period of time, right? certainly did. 22 degrees where we're at right now, northwest wind at 15 miles per hour. Here's the latest with First Alert Doppler. Again, no snow aside from just a few flurries left over. So let's focus on the chilly weather this afternoon. And by this evening, we're back down in the teens very quickly. Put that clock back into motion. And tomorrow morning, I think wind chills are going to be down in the single digits. So yes, another frigid start for tomorrow, but afternoon highs should get somewhere close to freezing, about a 10-degree improvement compared to today. That wind's really blowing, isn't it? We've got our Fifth Third Bank camera pointed over to the east side today. And there it is, just kind of shaking in the breeze. 27 will call the high. Wouldn't be surprised if many spots don't get out of the lower 20s tonight. Lows down in the teens. And how about tomorrow? Back close to freezing with a little bit more in the way of sunshine. Here's a look at our extended forecast now. And said once the snow's over with today, we're quiet Thursday, Friday. There's the first day of winter officially on Saturday. How about that? 43 degrees. How about warmer Sunday? 47 degrees, and could hit 50 before we get to Christmas. So if you're looking out, seeing that snow and dreaming of a white Christmas, well,
you might want to make Christmas the 18th of December. Then, huh?
Yeah, maybe get some presents. Hope Santa comes visit you tomorrow morning, because after that, all bets are off.
It's going to be gone. Look at that warm weather.
Next week looks very mild for December. Good news for travel. Of course, we've got lots of people on the road, but still highlighting the end of the year into early next year. The pattern looks to get a lot more active and a lot more wintry.
So you might get the snow.
Just a little late.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Ryan, thank you. Well, looking to book a last-minute trip over the holidays? After the break, a new list of the places where you can have the most holly jolly Christmas. Snapchat is introducing a new feature to its app that allows you to post your face onto someone else's body using artificial intelligence. The company says the new addition to Snapchat is called Cameo. Users can make videos or GIFs using photos and plaster it to a digitized body. The technology is similar to deepfake videos. Earlier this year, deepfake videos came under fire because they were used to make fake political videos. The deepfake videos appear or sound just like real people. Taco Bell revamping its dollar menu for next year. The Mexican fast food chain will be adding 21 new offerings to its dollar menu next year. What more can you want, right? And the item that will kick it off, double stacked tacos. They are available in 3 flavors: Nacho Crunch, Chipotle Cheddar, and Reaper Ranch. That sounds scary. The double stacked tacos are available for a limited time starting on December 26th. Wallet Hub out with a list of the best places to celebrate Christmas in the United States this year. Atlanta is the best place to honor the most wonderful time of the year, followed by the home of Disney's Magic Kingdom, Orlando, and finally New York nabbed the number 3 spot. The site weighed factors like shopping traditions, friendliness, and overall affordability. A heartwarming holiday duet as a chemo patient and his nurse sing a duet together. Penn Pennington is a longtime Nashville guitarist who is undergoing chemotherapy. When his nurse found out he was a musician, she brought in her guitar and convinced him to sing "Oh Holy Night" with her. The video went viral, already getting more than 131,000 views.
Power of music.
It sure is, and nice. Terrible circumstances, but it's great to see the nurses and how they feel toward their patients too.
Absolutely, an inspirational video that hopefully will inspire a lot of people.
Yes, yes. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about the forecast and we'll keep folks updated about the impeachment in Washington.
Yeah, so our snow for today basically done. Next few days, very quiet. That snow will kind of gradually be melting with some sunshine we've got out there. Tell you what, it's maybe not the perfect forecast if you want to wait Christmas. In fact, it's a terrible forecast for that, but for travel, we got so many people on the roadways. We'll take it this time of the year. And any showers next week looks like it'll be warm enough, mostly or all in the form of rain. We can handle that.
I think we can.
Yeah.
All right, so an update to breaking news in Washington, D.C. right now. House of Representatives lawmakers are debating the 2 articles of impeachment against the president, abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Now, they're going to debate for, I believe, about 6 hours. They're going to share that time between Republicans and Democrats, and then they will vote on those 2 articles of impeachment. We expect that vote to fall along party lines. Of course, Democrats have the majority there in the House, so we kind of do expect those 2 articles of impeachment to pass. And once that happens, there will be a trial in the Senate. Now, meanwhile, President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence, they will be in Michigan tonight. There is a rally going on in Battle Creek, so that's going to be at 7 o'clock. They've already got roads and everything closed down in that area for the president and Mike Pence, as we said, the vice president, already in town. So about 10,000 people are expected to be there. So they're not going to be that far away, about 140 miles away, as all of this is happening in Washington,
And of course, our news team will keep everybody updated on that.
We will. We'll have all the latest updates on all of our social media pages, here on Facebook, of course, also on our website and our app, and we'll bring you the latest tonight at 5 and 6. If we have a newscast, you'll be able to find us on Facebook either way. Thank you so much for joining us here on Facebook.